How does it work? I just go like this and then I put down.
Bonjour CJ, bienvenue à l'OM, Romain Cagnuti. Pour le Phocéen, je voulais te demander tout simplement quelles sont pour toi tes qualités et les points que tu dois améliorer, footballistiquement parlant bien sûr.
Yeah, I think for me, there's a lot of stuff that I'm good at, and a lot of stuff that I need to improve on, which is a big reason why I came to Olympique Marseille, because I know that it will help me develop in my career, and yeah, there's so much stuff for me coming here. I just want to be a sponge and taking so much information and learn and every day and keep trying to improve the stuff that I'm already good at and the stuff that I need to improve on.
Oui.
Bonjour, bienvenue. Nicolas Chebriand pour la chaîne L'Équipe. Qu'est-ce que, avant de signer, tu connaissais de l'Olympique de Marseille et qui tu connais dans l'effectif ? Éventuellement.
Yeah, I knew a few of the players in the club already, which was good to have some familiar faces when I come in the first few days, so that was helpful. And about Olympique Marseille, yeah, of course I know a lot about the history of the club, and for me it's the biggest club in France, and the fans are historic, the stadium's historic, it's the first team to win the Champions League as a French team, so yeah, I know a lot about it, and I'm sure in my time here I will continue learning more about the fans and the city and the club, and also hopefully making my own memories as an Olympique Marseille player.
Je vois pas là.
Bonjour CJ, Michel Aliaga à France 3 à Marseille. D'abord, tu te fais appeler comment par tes coéquipiers? C'est CJ? Comment ça se passe?
Yeah, CJ.
Hein? Okay.
CJ, yeah.
Ok. Et en ce qui concerne les postes auxquels tu peux jouer, est-ce que tu préfères jouer stopper droit? Tu peux jouer dans une défense à 3, tu peux éventuellement jouer en 6. Est-ce que milieu défensif? Est-ce que tu peux nous dire tout ça?
For me, I think I have quality to play in the three positions that you named, but I think at this point, for me coming to this club, I just want to be at the disposal of the manager and try and get as much time on the pitch and time on the field to win and to improve and to help the team as possible. So wherever the manager and the coaching staff think I'm needed, then I'm happy to go to play there. And of course, I'll give 110% every time I put on the pitch.
Bonjour CJ, Tristan Rapeau pour la Provence. Avant vous, ces dernières années, il y a plusieurs joueurs qui sont venus du Championship à l'OM, et le gap en termes d'exigence, de pression, il est très important, il a été parfois difficilement franchi. Vous, comment vous vous préparez à affronter cette pression à Marseille, et d'un point de vue personnel, comment on a un peu élaboré votre projet de progression, vu que vous êtes un jeune joueur? Est-ce que la première année c'est vraiment l'adaptation, pas forcément titulaire? Qu'est-ce qui est programmé?
Yeah, for me, of course, I come here with the intention to play. How much I play is just really going to be down to how I am in training every day and how hard I work, and if the manager thinks I'm right for the games. And of course, if I'm playing this game or I'm not playing this game, I will be happy and always want to contribute to the team in any way. But of course, I came here to play football and to improve and to win and to take this next step in my career. I'm coming off the back of a very good season personally, getting promotion to the Premier League and going away with England under 21s and winning the Euros. So I'm definitely feeling good mentally and physically, and wanna mark my place in this team. But I also respect that there's so many good players here. It's a massive club and there's always going to be competition. But yeah, I'll give 100% every day, and when I'm on the pitch, that's great. If I'm not on the pitch, I'll try to contribute in other ways to help the team going forward.
Bonjour, Michel Garrocio, journal La Marseillaise. Donc bienvenue ici. Et Une question, avec l'OM qui sera engagé en Ligue des Champions cette saison, il va y avoir un rythme beaucoup plus soutenu de matchs, pratiquement un match tous les 3 jours. Comment vous vous préparez à vivre? C'est un changement radical pour vous, je pense.
Yeah, I think in terms of playing one game every 3 days is something that I'm used to after last season in the league that I played in. It's pretty much the same format. Although it's one competition, mainly it's still normally you play on Tuesday and Saturday. So I'm used to it, and I played a lot of minutes last year, and I adapted to the physical demands of playing so much football. Of course, there's still fitness and physical stuff that I need to improve, but I think being on the pitch and playing games is the best way to actually prepare yourself for playing quick games in succession, like you said. So I think it's something that now in this pre-season I just have to keep getting fit and working on my body, and then by the time the season comes, hopefully I'm feeling great and we'll be able to play consecutive games as much as I'm needed.
Bonjour, Mathieu Grégoire pour le journal L'Équipe. L'an dernier, tu étais à Burnley avec Maxime Estève. Vous avez formé un duo défensif très impressionnant. J'imagine que c'est aussi un copain en dehors des terrains. Qu'est-ce qu'il t'a dit sur la Ligue 1 ? Voilà, qu'est-ce qu'il t'a dit comme style de jeu ? À quoi tu vas t'attendre ? Est-ce que vous en avez parlé ? Il t'a donné des premiers conseils, lui qui connaît bien ce championnat.
Yeah, Maxi is a good friend of mine, and we had a good relationship in the past, which is great, and he's someone that I'll always be close to. I hadn't spoke to him regarding my move to Olympique Marseille, but the other day he sent me a nice message just to say, because like you said, he's French, he just said, I think you made a great decision, and how big of a club Marseille is, and just congratulated me. So yeah, it was very nice to hear from him again.
Yeah, et après.
Oui, bonjour, Stanislas Touchot de l'agence France Presse. Je rebondis un petit peu sur la question de Tristan. On a eu la saison dernière Jonathan Rowe, qui a un petit peu le même parcours que toi, vous avez le même âge, évidemment vous étiez en espoir ensemble, et qui, comme toi, voulait se servir de cette première saison pour apprendre, etc. Et qui a vécu à la fois des moments très forts, il t'en a peut-être parlé, son but contre Lyon, etc. Et des périodes plus difficiles où il a peu joué, où ça a peut-être été un peu frustrant pour lui. Voilà, est-ce que vous avez parlé un petit peu de sa saison et de son expérience marseillaise qui pourrait ressembler à ce que toi tu vas vivre?
Yeah, I spoke to Johnny a little bit recently, of course when we were away, and just asked him questions and picked his brain a bit about the club and the city and the fans and stuff like that, and he had nothing but great things to say. And like you said, I've seen the goal he scored against Lyon and stuff like this, and he's a player with a lot of quality and a lot of ability, and yeah, he answered the questions well that I asked him, and he obviously thought it was a good decision for me to come here, and we have now a good relationship.
Tu étais un joueur libre en fin de contrat, et on sait que généralement dans ces cas-là on est très convoité. Tu as dû recevoir plusieurs propositions et tu as choisi l'Olympique de Marseille. Qu'est-ce qui a fait la différence? Est-ce que c'est le discours du coach? Est-ce que c'est le projet global? Voilà, dis-nous un peu quelles ont été tes motivations au moment de te dire chez toi ou avec tes proches, ok, je vais aller à Marseille.
Yeah, I think like you said, there were so many different reasons why I chose this club. The history, the fans, the project, the coach, everything really. The people that I spoke to, just because, yeah, like you said, there was different options. But as soon as my agent and the people around me brought up Olympique Marseille, I knew that was the club I wanted to be at. And then having the talks with the different people at the club, it just further pushed me to wanting to come to this club, and I think for me it was 100% a decision that I'm happy with, and I can't wait to get started here, and like I said before, try and create my own little chapter in the history of Marseille.
Est-ce que tu peux, s'il te plaît, nous raconter un petit peu ton histoire avec le ballon rond, voilà, tes premiers pas, tes premières expériences, voilà, comment tu as découvert et commencé à jouer au foot jusqu'à aujourd'hui?
Yeah, it's a good question. I started football. My earliest memories about 3 years old, just playing in Manchester, local football. Then in England, you have to get scouted to different clubs. So I think the first club I ever got scouted to, I went to there, and then I ended up signing with Man City. 4 or 5 years old, so I'm sure there's some picture somewhere. So when I had the opportunity to take the number 4 shirt, that was a no-brainer for me, and I was really honoured to have been offered to wear the number 4 shirt because I know that there must have been a lot of great players that wore it before me. So, yeah.
So merci. Maintenant, on fait les photos alors et les vidéos. We take pictures and video with the jerseys. Very good. It's fine. I'm doing the work. So before we move for photographer.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine.
Just here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enlevez ça. Ça te semble bien? Ça te va? Et maintenant, yeah, now for television. So
Okay.
as soon as they move, we can do for television. Yeah. C'est bon?
9 years old until I was 20 years old. And then the last few years, Burnley, I was on loan in Scotland at Hibernian, and then in loan in Holland with PSV, and now with Olympique Marseille. Yeah.
On a d'autres questions? Ouais.
Bonjour, Romé Fiaschetti pour la Minute OM. Bienvenue CJ. L'an dernier avec Burnley, vous avez beaucoup évolué bloc bas, avec Maxime Estève qui venait compenser par sa vitesse dans votre défense à 4. Cette année avec Roberto De Zerbi, vous allez justement affronter des équipes qui évoluent bloc bas, voire très bas, qui explosent rapidement en contre. Comment penses-tu pouvoir appréhender ces situations qui normalement devraient être un peu nouvelles pour toi, face à des attaquants explosifs et rapides en Ligue 1? Merci.
Yeah, I think from the whole of my career, really, there's been challenges, and last season there was challenges and different styles that I played against, and different players with different profiles. Like you said, some faster players, some taller players. So I think that at this point, I just need to use what I've learnt really and try and implement that into my game and into the team and to what the coach wants from me. And I think there's a reason why I'm at the club, to obviously show my quality and to provide something to the club, which is what I'll do. I'm still, like I said before, at the disposal of the manager and still want to learn and incorporate his style and lessons from him into my game, which I'm sure will do nothing but help me and help the team.
Je voulais aussi revenir sur cette saison-là qu'on évoque avec Burnley, parce qu'on a vu les chiffres, nous, de France, hein, on va être très honnête, on n'a pas vu tous vos matchs, mais les chiffres, ils sont impressionnants avec ce nombre de clean sheets, ce peu de nombre de buts encaissés. Révèle-nous un peu les secrets de vestiaire. C'était quoi la relation entre le gardien et les défenseurs? Voilà, comment vous êtes arrivé à une telle performance? Je crois que c'était 16 buts encaissés en 46 matchs.
Yeah, I think it was something that kind of just clicked. There was, of course, things we did from the manager and from training, and we had a good relationship. But I think that we all just had a very strong desire to defend. I think now in football, there's a lot of onus on wanting to play and stuff like this, which I'm a big advocate for, and I love playing with the ball and showing my quality. But I think first for me has always been a defender and keeping the ball out of your net. And I think we all were just on the same page last year, and it ended up working. Like you said, we broke a lot of records and had the best defensive record in England, which was a real good thing to be a part of. And like I said, I just want to take the lessons and that form and stuff that I had last season into my time now with Olympique Marseille, and it would be great again if we could break a defensive record this year in Ligue 1 or something. So that's what I'm going to strive towards, and we'll see what happens.
On a d'autres questions? Oui.
Tu disais que tu avais beaucoup de points positifs et beaucoup de points à améliorer. Est-ce que tu pourrais nous dire ta principale qualité? Est-ce que c'est dans le 1 contre 1, la vitesse, et peut-être ton principal point à progresser, peut-être le jeu de tête, les relances? Dis-nous un petit peu ton ressenti personnel.
I think obviously, of course, I have room for improvement in my whole game. I think coming here now, like you said, last season I wasn't really tested too much in one-on-one duels as much as maybe I will be here, because of the way we played and not having to maybe go out to wide areas as much. But I'm very comfortable doing it. I think last season, at the times where I was asked to get into duels and 1v1s and stuff, I did pretty well in them and can't remember losing many. So that's probably something that's going to happen more this season in the way that we'll be playing and in this league. But it's something that I'm ready to face the challenge and back myself in it 100%.
Est-ce que tu as eu ou as une ou des idoles dans le foot, ou aussi des joueurs, des défenseurs notamment, qui t'inspirent?
I wouldn't really say like idols, but there was, of course, players that I always looked up to growing up, mainly in the English league, because that's what I watched growing up. But I know that there's also been a lot of great defenders in the French league, and French defenders, especially players who played in Marseille. Like you see some in the room and stuff. But yeah, there's definitely a lot. But I wouldn't say I have one in particular who was an idol or someone I looked up to. There's players that I look at their game and maybe try and incorporate stuff that I see into my own. Yeah.
D'autres questions? Alors peut-être, avant de montrer le maillot, tu veux expliquer pourquoi tu as choisi le numéro? You can explain why you chose number 4.
Oh.
So we can do in front of the microphone, and we anticipate the questions. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I just explain?
Yes, just
okay.
Explain.
Yeah, the number 4 shirt is really special to me because, like I was saying before, the first local team that I ever played for, that was the number that I think my mum and dad chose for me to have on the back of my shirt when I was 4 or 5 years old. So I'm sure there's some picture somewhere. So when I had the opportunity to take the number 4 shirt, that was a no-brainer for me, and I was really honoured to have been offered to wear the number 4 shirt, because I know that there must have been a lot of great players that wore it before me. So yeah.
So merci. Maintenant on fait les photos alors, et les vidéos. We take pictures and video with the jerseys. Very good. It's fine. I'm doing the work. Before we move for photographer.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine.
Just here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enlevez ça. Ça te semble bien? Ça te va? Et maintenant, yeah, now for television. So as soon as they move, we can do for television. Yeah.